Hello, welcome to today's Monday Mum Hack with me, Sabrina. Today I wanted to talk about allergies in children because it's something that I know a lot about and something that I've dealt with now for many years with my son. And I wanted to put a little bit of tips out there, not necessarily hacks, but general tips for parents who might be going through the same thing. So the first thing to do is encourage your child to be brave, because at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do about what's happening. So if you show them that you're being brave and encourage them to be the same, then it will be less daunting. And obviously listen to any concerns that they have if they're able to speak. A lot of children will need to go through something called skin allergy testing, which is where a skin prick with a needle is done on the inside of the arm. And then a nurse will deposit what they believe to be the allergies in question, and the child will be given 10 to 15 minutes in the waiting room, and then the skin will develop, and it will either develop into a mild reaction or a severe reaction or no reaction at all, and that is all indicated for the specialists to have a look at, and then you'll know the severity of the allergies. This is something that most children with allergies have to go through. And even though it is a bit daunting, it's one of those necessary evils, and you can turn it into a game. You can, count with the nurse when she's doing it and things like that, just to encourage your child to be brave. It doesn't hurt. The next thing to do is to listen to experts. So don't be Googling things and trying to come up with things for yourself. Make sure that you listen to the experts, because they'll be able to tell you the severity of your child or baby's allergies, and then go from there. If you do find that you need additional support, which I certainly did during the pandemic when all clinics were cancelled, and that was to join an online group. So I joined a group through Facebook, and it was all about parents with children and babies with allergies, and you're able to put your concerns on there and get some support. So sometimes joining a group can be really useful, but again, only listen to experts when it comes to medical advice. Another thing that you need to do is keep a diary, and this will be something really interesting to look back on in, say, 10 years' time, because some children grow out of allergies. My son is about to turn 5 and sadly has not grown out of any of his. Some are a little bit more mild than they used to be when he was little, and others have either stayed the same or got slightly worse. So keep a diary, make a note of all your allergy testings and clinics and all these sorts of things, any reactions that happen. For example, my son only developed a soya allergy when he was 15 months old. He had previously eaten things with soya in. And he became allergic to oats in his second year of life. Previously, when he was about 12 months old, he'd eat free from flapjacks because we couldn't have milk and we couldn't have egg at that time. But then he developed an allergy to oats. So it's important to remember that allergies can happen at any time of your life. Even as an adult, you can develop an allergy. So it's one of those things. Keep a diary and make sure that you write down all these important things. And it's not just useful for you to look back on, it's useful for medical advice as well. So you can say to a doctor, well, we had this occasion on this date, and then this happened afterwards, reacted with, a rash or sickness or whatever it is. That information will help your medical professional, as well as be something that you can look back on in a few years and see if the allergies have changed or not. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed these parenting tips today for babies and children with allergies. And just remember that, there are people out there to help you. You can't just, suffer in silence. There are experts out there, pediatricians and things, that do know what they're talking about. And if you are worried about your child, please go to your GP and ask for a pediatric referral and get them seen as soon as possible. Don't let your child get really bad eczema or anything like that, or if you're concerned with them being sick all the time, just, take your parental instincts and do what needs to be done. If you're concerned in any way, always see a doctor about your child. So just to quickly recap then, when a child has allergies, be brave. Your bravery will dissipate onto your child, and you can encourage them to be brave. Listen to the experts such as pediatricians and allergy specialists. Join an online group if you feel like you need other parents to be supportive and other stories to read, and keep a diary of everything that goes on with you and your child during this time in their life. Hopefully, if they do have any allergies, they'll grow out of them. But just in case they don't, you're not alone. And there are plenty of us out there that, we do the best we can with what we've got. And I find that once you find what works for you and foods that, your child enjoys, then they won't be missing out on all that much, honestly. Have a wonderful day and a fantastic start to your week. This has been Sabrina with my Monday Mum Hack. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.